The sun dipped low over Praia da Luz, casting golden light across the small seaside town. Families laughed, tourists wandered cobblestone streets, and the gentle ocean breeze carried with it a sense of calm. Inside a bustling resort, a young family prepared for their evening plans. Their 3-year-old daughter, blonde curls framing her angelic face, was tucked into bed with her siblings. The parents whispered reassurances, believing the children would sleep peacefully while they joined friends at a nearby tapas bar just steps away. Everything felt safe, ordinary. The clinking of wine glasses and soft chatter filled the terrace of the restaurant. From their table, the parents could see the faint outline of their apartment block. They took turns checking on the children every half hour. Each walk back to the room brought a small wave of relief. The children still asleep, undisturbed. But safety can be an illusion. On one visit, something felt slightly off. The bedroom door wasn't quite as it had been left. The mother brushed it off, thinking the sea breeze had shifted it. She closed it gently and returned to dinner. Moments later, the mother returned for another routine check. She opened the door quietly, but the room was wrong this time. A cold draft slid across her skin. The window was open, the shutters raised, and her little girl's bed was empty. Panic shattered the night's calm. Her screams echoed down the corridor, carrying the unthinkable. "She's gone! She's gone!" Friends rushed to help. Guests poured into the hallway. Staff scrambled. A frantic search began. Flashlights swept through alleyways. Voices called her name into the night air, and dogs barked in the distance. The once tranquil town became a maze of fear and confusion, but no child answered. The parents clung to each other, torn between despair and denial. Locals and tourists joined the hunt, but the girl seemed to have vanished into thin air. By dawn, police cordoned off the resort. Officers questioned guests, examined the bedroom, and collected fingerprints. But mistakes were made. The scene had been trampled by dozens of people during the chaotic search. Whispers filled the air. Some suspected a stranger had broken in and carried her away. Others wondered if the family knew more than they admitted. The case split the town. Sympathy clashed with suspicion. The media descended quickly, cameras flashing, headlines screaming. The disappearance gripped not only Portugal, but the entire world. Everyone had a theory. Every rumor became a headline. For the parents, grief twisted into something darker. They weren't just brokenhearted. They were under suspicion. Their every word, every tear, every public plea was dissected by millions. Tips flooded in. A blonde child spotted in a gas station. A man seen carrying a bundle near the beach that night. A car speeding away from the town. Each lead raised hopes, only to collapse under scrutiny. The more the police searched, the more elusive the truth became. Months later, investigators announced a shocking turn. The parents themselves were now persons of interest. Forensic results suggested traces of blood in the rental car. The world turned on them, but doubts lingered. The evidence was thin, inconclusive, and just as quickly as the accusations came, they faded away. The case spiraled back into uncertainty. The little girl remained missing. Years passed. Age progression images were released, showing what she might look like now. Countless sightings across Europe and beyond stirred faint hope, only to end in disappointment. The parents aged under the weight of not knowing, carrying both guilt and hope like an unshakable burden. The seaside town of Praia da Luz, once a postcard of peace, became forever stained with memory. To this day, the girl's fate remains one of the world's greatest mysteries. Was she taken by a stranger in the night? Did someone close to her play a role? Or is the truth buried beneath years of mistakes, secrets, and silence? The empty bed still echoes louder than any answer. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks.